Welcome. My name is Michaeline Friedenberg, and I'm the President and CEO of Life Perspectives. I had the privilege of founding Life Perspectives with the help of a dedicated group of men and women who are as motivated as I was to compassionately communicate comfort and hope to men and women impacted by reproductive loss. My desire to issue a broad invitation to healing grew out of my own personal experience. At 18, I had an abortion and spent the next couple of years silently struggling with grief and guilt. While I longed to talk to someone, I was afraid to reach out for help. When I finally overcame that fear and found the support I so desperately needed, I decided to openly share my story in an attempt to let others know that they are not alone. After I began sharing my experience, I was astonished by the number of men, women, family members, and friends who shared their stories of loss through miscarriage, abortion, stillbirth, infertility, and adoption with me. For many of them, I was the first person that they had ever told. And for some, the loss was 10, 20, even 50 years ago. Listening to their stories, I became more and more determined to do everything that I could to ensure that they did not suffer alone. And while there is much work to do, with over 2 million new losses each year in the United States through miscarriage and abortion alone, it is encouraging that over the past decade, over 500,000 men and women have visited Life Perspectives healing websites, miscarriagehurts.com and abortionchangesyou.com. We've also trained thousands of healthcare professionals and community leaders who in turn touch dozens, if not hundreds, of men and women impacted by reproductive loss each year. We're proud at Life Perspectives to have earned continuing education accreditation from state and national therapeutic and nursing boards, and are humbled to be hailed as the global expert in reproductive grief care. Life Perspectives now stands poised to transform reproductive grief care in the emergency department in partnership with Scripps, Sharp, and Centura Healthcare. This initiative addresses a particularly urgent need, as 500 to 700,000 women experiencing an early pregnancy loss seek help in the emergency department each year, where unfortunately they encounter staff who have not been trained to address the emotional and grief aspects of this often devastating experience. As we begin to transform grief care in the emergency department, and eventually throughout the entire healthcare system, your help is needed more than ever. As you will learn in today's presentation, the trauma and grief of reproductive loss is increased by our culture's lack of validation and the absence of meaningful traditions to memorialize the loss of children before birth. This is where you can make a tremendous difference. It is critical that we communicate to men, women, family members, and friends impacted by reproductive loss that they are not alone and that we remember their children with them. This is why I am grateful for our ongoing partnership with the diocese and the faith community as a whole. And it is why I'm so excited about this new effort spearheaded by the Office for Family Life and Spirituality and Nativity Parish to equip every parish to be a safe place for those grieving a reproductive loss. You will bring comfort, hope, and healing to countless individuals. Thank you for your care and compassion.